Welcome everybody to the end of year look back video of 2022. I'm your host, Granda94, and we are going to be looking back at the good and awesome times throughout 2022. Before we get right into this video, for the first time in the end of year look back video history, my co-host Agent Geared 95 will not be joining us. As if you might or might not know, middle of this year he actually moved to Canberra to do a job opportunity. But at the beginning of November, we actually did a little catch-up video. So later in the video, you will get to see his little updates and what's been going on with him. So without further ado, I have got my lovely grape drink here, not sponsored out of course, and I think we'll get right into starting of the very first segment that you all know very well. Let's do this. My thoughts of 2022. Well, definitely for starters, losing weight was the biggest one that I have felt like I did really well at accomplishing. Furthermore, I think it was really great to give you guys a progression of when I started back in December to now, and seeing that progression in my whole face and body and stuff, it really was such a grateful thing to show you my progress of where I was going with losing weight and where I'm currently at, where I am at now. So I have definitely lost, I think, roughly 25 kilos since I started back in December. And I know I kept you guys updated throughout some part of the videos throughout this year of 2022. So it feels great to be doing that with an accomplishment. Apart from losing weight, I felt like I was able to show the very interesting, cool locations, which I definitely took every moment of doing those places, as well as updating you all some vlogs and some other cool tricks. Even actually adding in my partner for our first official club together. I think I really enjoyed that day where we showed everyone Catherine Hill Bay, and also got to really show and enjoy where that location was heading, and their history was very interesting too. What else happened for me that I thought of this year? I felt like it was pretty mixed. I had some days that I was having a lot of mental health, but overall I really think it was a great year where I got to really be a lot more confident in myself. I definitely noticed that, and also just being myself a little bit more with all you viewers out there watching me, which behind the scenes I'm so grateful, because I wasn't too sure how I was going to do this end of year look back video for you all. So I'm very glad that I'm able to do this, because I wasn't too sure how I was going to plan this and do all this, but I was able to find a way to keep you guys engaged, and finally found a way of doing this video. So thank you all out there for giving me the confidence needed to do this type of video without a co-host next to me, because I felt like that, oh no, it wasn't going to be what I had planned. Overall, I think it's mainly just been trying to accomplish my weight goal, which I'm nearly at. Just need a kilo off currently, and I'll be definitely striving to get that remaining bit of it done, as well as I think it just was overall really just getting out of my comfort zone and really just pushing myself to see what other great things that I can do, which is fantastic. And you guys get to see that journey of this year, of the progression. I think each video you see me just lost a bit more on my face a bit, and no, I think that's been the best highlight of my thoughts of 2022. Very mixed, but I think overall it has been a truly an okay year, but definitely there were some good moments that were definitely a positive outlook out of them all. So yeah, I think a not bad year, but some parts that were, I think, very, very mixed as well. Best worst highlights of the YouTube videos. Now, what I mean by that is, basically, this will be a segment of where we're going to talk about things that you did not know behind the scenes when I was making most of these YouTube videos that I remember to the top of my head. The very first thing I would like to talk to you guys about is the beach challenge video that I did, I believe, in the winter time. Now, there are a few things that I will explain about that video. The first one of all is, the best part about it was definitely trying to challenge myself, trying to walk from one section to the other, and I went through 5 different beaches in regards with that. I think what you guys, what you didn't see is there's a scene that I think I ran down 2 sand dunes, and one of them I nearly face planted as I got to the end, and you don't see it, but my head was nearly going to crash into the sand. I was okay, luckily it didn't happen, but it was an almost feeling of it actually nearly happening. So that's something you didn't see. I remember by the end of the video, which it got to about 3 o'clock in the afternoon, I was starting to head back, and my boots, I had those boots that you see in a lot of my videos, they were very loose. Luckily I've got a new pair that it's not so much loose now, but when I was wearing the boots that I had previously, walking back on the sand was extremely difficult. I was able to find a road that I could go back and get back to the car, because after that, I didn't get back to the car I think until maybe 5 o'clock. It took me I think 2.5 hours to get back from the other end to there. So that's one video that I remember correctly with some stuff there. Piles Crate 2, the recent one that I did at times, there was a section where I did get lost, and I do say it in the video, as well as there were a lot of lizards. There was one in particular that I remember that truly scared me. I jumped and actually screamed, which I found to be very, very funny. But overall, I think that was a pretty fun day, as well as doing the first Piles Crate video. Now, I think I was, in the first part, I was very nervous. Or not nervous, but I just couldn't get the introduction properly done. I was starting to panic, oh my god, I just want to get this introduction done. But eventually I got it done, as you saw in that video, and I'm pleased how it turned out. I think it did take me some time to get back in the first part from where I was. But I think that was typically normal anyways, because I was going up a steep hill reversing back. Because when I did part 1 and 2, I actually walked back the way that I came so I wouldn't reveal myself the other way. And when I did the first part, originally, when I was doing part 2, I was originally meant to do part 2 was meant to be technically part 1, but it was still closed off, and there was this piece of paper on the rock. So luckily I was actually glad that I did part 1 the way that I did it, because I felt like that was extremely more longer, which I didn't mind at all. I really enjoyed that. So nothing really worst with that, other than the part that I would have liked have done that part 2 side, but I think I'm glad it all sort of worked out in the way that it's done in the regards of that video. When I was doing the Catherine Hill Bay video with my partner, when we were in the cave bit, my microphone, well, this was sort of my fault in that moment. I should have actually taken my bag off and left it on a rock. But what I did was, throughout the whole time, well, you can basically see in that video where I'm wearing the bag the whole time, and when I got out of the cave, when we were officially taking a quick little break, I noticed that the microphone stopped working where the white cord is that connects to the phone. So the whole time we had to not use the microphone because of that reason. So I definitely learnt, when I go in a cave that has water in it, to put my bag, place it somewhere, and then just go in just with the cameras and the side bag that I usually wear. But I think the highlight for that video was, it was a great day, very sunny, and we got to explore. My favourite part was definitely going into the cave with that pink coloured section. I think that was a really good highlight in regards to that. But the worst part was the camera. The camera cord definitely not working anymore. Luckily I have another one in the cupboard or drawer somewhere, so I was able to throw that one out and reuse a new one. Definitely learnt my lesson there. My opinion on video, when I was doing those 20 categories, I felt like I might have maybe done a little bit too many of those. But I think overall the highlight, the best part of it was sort of the effects of each category that I was doing. from what I can remember to the top of my head, putting all these GIF effects. I think that was so cool how I was able to edit those, making all those types of different things. And then I think it just might have been that I should have shortened it down. That's what I could say about that video exactly. I think the vlogging that I did in this room too was really good to update you all. I know that I felt like that was good that you guys on YouTube could see what I've been up to and what the updates were going to be about. So I was very excited to express that to you all through the camera. And I don't think I had any bad moments with those vlogs that I did. I think I only did 2 vlogs, so I mean it wasn't a lot of vlogs, but it was just enough to able to update you all on what was happening and what was going on with those. So yes, that's another thing. I think the first video I'd done with myself and aging of 95, that was a really good day, except the downpour was that it did start to sprinkle a little bit, so we weren't able to really get to we did technically show everything, but there was a section, I think it was the second last path that we were doing. I think I would have really liked to have kept going, but I think it was just because we needed to go back and quickly finish off everything that we just ran out of time. But I think that's as far that you saw in the video, as far as we could go with that. Because if I remember correctly, it's just all overgrown bush, that section. So I suppose overall that wasn't too bad on the day that I remember, but it was good to able to film that for the starting of the beginning of the year. Doing the coastal beaches video was really nice. I really got to show all the different sectional parts from Nora Head Lighthouse to all the way a little bit further down to Soldiers Beach, and even before that with Toukley, a section of it, which was really, really great. I don't think there was any bad moments from that day other than just trying to walk on the sand. There is something I will say in a scene where I'm walking on the rocks. I think I was wearing thongs, and that part was a little bit tricky. Unless did I wear shoes? I can't really remember too much if I was wearing thongs or shoes, but I know walking on the rocks there, that was a little bit of an interesting challenge to walk on, but I was able to finally get to this section that I was going to. But a really great day. I really enjoyed just the calming relaxation with all the waves crashing by, and was so glad to show you that section part of the coast, because I've been dying, in particular doing Nora Head Lighthouse, because I did do a video showing the lighthouse I think in 2015, but the video quality wasn't the best, and I really wanted to show the lighthouse for what it's got to offer in a much more 4K detailed experience. And everyone on the coast loves Nora Head. It's such a local, iconic area attraction place. So I feel like I really did that proud, showing you guys the beaches along there as well as the lighthouse. Exploring through Mount Tangi was really, really great, because that was a location I really so badly wanted to show you all. And when I got there, I did some research and I didn't realize that the top of where that tower was called Mount Tangi, and I thought it was actually part of Tuggerah. So that was something I learnt. I know the worst part was actually trying to get up the hill. I think I found it to be very steep, but once I got to the top of the tower and having lunch there, I was really enjoying it all. And I think the best part of that video was seeing the highway where all the cars go by, because usually I'm on that highway occasionally here and there driving to, if I want to go to like Tuggerah Westfield or further up to Gosford, or when I make videos to go a bit further up on the highway, I usually go past that. And seeing it from that angle looking down with the road, I think that was a great highlight for that video, and I was so absolutely grateful to show you all that angle. Now, I really enjoyed that day, and I didn't realize also that it was actually had a firewood trail there. So that was all new to me, as well as trying to look at the view where the PowerPoint was looking down. Because, yeah, it was a place I was definitely wanting to show, and I'm glad that I was able to show the experience of what it's like there and to see it all over again. Because I haven't been there, I believe it's since 2015 or whatever I explained what year it was in the video. It was more for just going up there. Well, I didn't actually make a video a while ago with showing that location, but it was just cool to see what it looked like. Now it looks like you can drive up there because it was such a thickness of the road. So I don't know how you get up there, but you'll have to sort of look where the map goes in order to go up. But I think it was cool to show it with the view of all the trees and the flora and fauna. I think there was some nice flowers along there too, if I remember correctly. And what the best part of that also was seeing all the cows in that aspect of there was a cool farm in that section part there and you got to see the cows in the distance. So really truly happy to show that. I feel like that is all the videos roughly. I think I did my best to explain some behind the scenes stuff. Fortunately, I can't remember a lot too much what I do remember, but I think most of the majority I really enjoyed every moment part of showing those locations, the vlogs, and to do the YouTube trailer as well, the main thing that you see on my channel, because that was definitely needed. I needed to do a channel trailer after so long, and when I was able to do that video, it took me a few times to get the script correctly. So yeah, really truly proud of how I was able to accomplish doing these talking by myself videos, and I think that's something I've got to learn this year as well, trying to communicate a bit better, and I'm hoping to continue trying to learn to communicate, because I do, behind the scenes, a lot of you guys don't know this, but I do struggle a lot when it comes to communication. And it's so funny because I usually just talk quite a bit when interacting and stuff. So yeah, I felt like this was definitely a good little section that I wanted to give a behind the scenes of my best and worst honest opinions of what happened in those videos. And I think it was a great year to able to show you such spectacular locations and to give a little personal detail about my life with my interacting and communication. Those are the best, worst highlights of the YouTube videos. You're probably wondering what AGib95 has been up to since he left way back in May, was the last video appearance that he was on the channel. And we actually got to catch up and do a little segment together. So here's that catch up we did together. Take a look. Joining us is somebody that we have not seen in quite some time, as he had to go do a job opportunity into another state. Without further ado, I have here AGib95.
Hello everyone, it's good to be back.
It's so good to hear from you. How have you been?
I'm good. How have you been?
Really, really splendid. It's so great to speak to you again, because you've been so flat out busy, haven't you?
Yes, I have. I've been settling into my job for the past couple of months, starting to get more confident in it, which is good considering I hadn't actually had any background experience in it. But I've been looked after well over there, and yeah, I think I'm starting to do well.
Fantastic. Well, it's really great to hear that you're really settling in quite nicely to your new job and a new state. So that's really cool. What I have right here is actually, I'm going to be asking AGib95 4 different questions regarding of the podcast series finale, and as well as the 2 videos that we done for 2022. I wanted to ask the first question, and it is, what was it like to revisit Tumby Creek and your favourite moments doing that video together?
Tumby Creek was honestly very nostalgic, actually, because we've been travelling in that bushland so many times. I actually lost count how many times we've travelled it. You know, there were plenty of good moments. I remember we were in this rocky area and we were reminiscing about that Dead Mouse 5 music video that we did.
I really like the scene where we're actually recreating with the music behind, and my face that I remember correctly was so priceless.
I also like doing the playground there as well.
Wasn't that cool to like just become a kid again and just go on those monkey bars and slide down that slide, and pretty good milestone childhood reminiscence situation thing there, wasn't it?
Yeah, it did feel good to be a kid again, however briefly.
Yeah. Oh my god, this is giving me like old vibes. What? I also particularly liked how we were able to walk along that grassy bit just to show a section going up for where we were driving at the beginning of the video. And I actually, in particular, liked when we were doing the sword fighting as well.
With sticks, yeah.
Yes.
You know that little dam that we crossed?
Oh, yes, yes.
I think my shoes and socks got soggy when we were walking across it.
Oh, did it really? Because
Yeah.
I know that section was really interesting because I was actually really freaking out that I thought I was going to slip into the river or something when we were crossing.
Was it wet weather over there?
I remember getting to the afternoon, it was like pouring down, hey.
Yeah. I think it might have been sprinkling.
It was sprinkling a little bit towards it, and we were just getting into the last path that we were doing, and then it just started bolting down with rain. At least that I think I remember it was bolting down with rain.
Yeah.
Yeah. Any other thoughts to that video? I think it was one of our greatest way to return to the year and hear your little catch up with what's been going on. And yeah, anything else you wanted to add to that?
Just learning more about you. I mean, that whole area was your childhood.
Exactly. And I think we had such good times walking there as kids and teenagers, going to the fast food and also just exploring in the foresty bit, and even to put it into the Dead Mouse music video too. That was a pretty cool moment to have those cool spots to recreate and re-show after all those years later.
Yeah, exactly.
The second question is regarding about the one last loop around the track. That's a bit of a tongue twister, that title. What was your favourite what was your favourite times that you enjoyed making with that video?
I think just being in the present moment with you and you know, seeing all the sights. I think it was the only time where I actually fully felt like I was in the present moment, because with all the other ones, it was like, you know, there's always going to be another one, but I don't know, this one just felt different because it was the last one we were going to do before I moved away. So I think that feeling was the one I remember the most.
I looked back at that and I said to myself, we were so grateful that we were able to send you off with such a beautiful location, and I'm really glad that I was able to, after you leaving, to go back and show that first half of the path of what else it has to offer in that location. But I think it was quite a special moment to really enjoy that last location video together, and to do the Zoidberg dance was the most iconicest thing ever. I was laughing on repeat with that section.
Well, I'm a Futurama fan, so yeah, of course it was going to end like that.
And how'd that go again? I think it went final time, final time.
Yes.
Final time.
Truly remarkable. I also enjoyed the flora and fauna there. How good was that to see all the beautiful nature of trees around?
Yeah, exactly.
Was there any part that you thought that really stood out to you the most? I think what stood out to me was how very windy and wavy the track was, because I know we had to go up a bunch of steps, if I remember correctly.
Yes. I think what stood out to me was the waterfalls and those little... You remember that little cove that we entered where it had a canopy of trees, but there was also a couple of streams going in multiple directions? Do you remember that one?
Yes, I do. I remember how good the waterfall was to really take that in from facing it, and also the lookout as well. That was quite good. And there was just so many endless of trees, wasn't there? Just lots and lots of trees. It felt like you could get just about lost, which thank God we weren't lost.
Yeah.
But it just almost felt that. But it was quite mysterious in regards with the canopy of trees, hey?
Yeah, exactly.
I think it was really nice towards the end of the video when we were sitting in the car concluding and we were like really just taking those last few moments in, appreciating the nature and just being in that moment together.
Yeah. But yeah, everything about it was the best part.
And I'm so glad you took that experience, as this is something that I'm going to look back on and really get to enjoy. And I know I watched that video a few times feeling what you felt, that's quite magical nature, just gasping and looking around. It was really, really nice.
I just wish I could have seen that waterfall that only you saw in the video.
Yeah, well, we saw one waterfall together and I think that was quite nice, and I could feel, from what I remember, the water just gushing in front of us. I think we had lunch on the top of where that waterfall was too, and I don't know what I remember having, but I really enjoyed how we described about our lunch.
Yeah.
I had a really nice whatever I had.
Having our lunch finally, yay! My sandwich has gotten there very sort of squished.
So is mine.
So is H&M 95.
I think we're in documentary mode about it.
Well, and I think I've always noticed that when we talk about our lunch, like I am having right now a Caesar salad.
Yeah.
I think that was a pretty good part to the video, explaining our little foodies that we have. Oh, actually, I just got a memory. I think I said after the num-nums. Do you remember when I said that?
Oh, yeah.
Just going to keep going right after the num-nums, and I remember you cracking up after that bit. So funny.
Yeah, so we're going to eat now. We'll come back to you in a few moments.
After the num-nums.
After the num-nums.
Do you have any last little moment thoughts with that video that you wanted to share?
I think it was a very bittersweet day.
Really magical. I think that's the best word to just describe it, those two words. I felt like truly magical, and I think it was a fantastic send-off to you as well, and I think you've definitely, absolutely got to really experience such a beautiful Aboriginal respected land. We're now going to talk about, for you, Agent Gibb, what are your thoughts about the podcast series and it ending, as well as what is your favourite tea from the last 3 episodes that we did for 2022?
I did try and catch up on the last podcast episodes today, but I've only looked at one. I haven't really looked at the other 2, so I can't really give too much detail on that. I did Detox for the... what was it? It was the...
Episode 16, I think?
16, yes. I think it was called the Guilty Pleasures, was it?
Oh my god, I actually don't really remember the full length. Is it about the tea, or is it about the topic for that episode?
The topic.
Oh, the topic. I actually don't really remember episode 16's topic, but I think... Okay, hold on. I'm just going to look up what we did for that one. It was like and dislike. That's right. Okay, so the topic was like and disliked, what we enjoyed and what we didn't enjoy.
Okay.
That was episode 16, and episode 17 was about school reminiscing, and then the last one was about like how we got the series and all that jazz.
I'm just looking at the picture. So Detox, Dilma Rose with French vanilla, and Good Earth Tropical Mango.
All those teas actually sound really nice.
I think the Tropical Mango would have to be my favourite.
Oh, so the series finale. Okay.
Yes. I think it was more flavourable than the other ones.
I don't really remember much from your teas, but I really think the Delma Rose with French vanilla, that was a very interesting taste, if I remember correctly. In regards with the thoughts of the podcast, what was it like? It must have felt very sad, and particularly the last episode. I remember in the series finale, we were so emotionally sad once it ended. We were like, oh my god, I can't believe this is happening. And we had our little like sad moment, didn't we, in regards with that?
Yeah, well, I think we were both in shock thinking, wow, is it really over?
Yeah, we didn't exactly hit us a little bit. And then once we really got emotional, it really got to us a lot. And the journey we were on that podcast show together, I think it's something that I'm really proud of us doing, I reckon.
Yeah, same.
Because we had moments in the episodes where we felt we were unconfident, and then we had moments where we felt, oh, you know what, we're going to do this really well. And I think that series, those 3 episodes that we did, I think really sent it off really, really well. And in particularly the last one we did together, I'm really glad that I was able to describe how the series came about with you.
Yeah, it was quite an up and down roller coaster from start to finish. I mean, we had good moments and bad moments, but you know, ultimately we shared something that we were passionate about, and we wanted to share it with everyone else.
And didn't we just do that over 18 episodes in 3 years? I think it's one of our bestest accomplishments, and it's so great to hear the fans really enjoying what we've done as well.
Yeah, it definitely felt surreal in that regard.
Do you have anything to add on, or any final moments that you would like to regards of the podcast series to give it that extra final farewellness, if you mind you?
It really was an honor to just, you know, share with other people about our passions, who we were, what we liked, parts about ourselves, and you know, it was nice to just share it.
Oh, very nice. And I think I would absolutely agree with everything that you said there, Agent Gibb. I just want to say thank you for doing this journey with me, and I'm really glad the episodes are up there. Radio Sessions Over Tea is on Spotify and Anchor for all of you guys to see on there. So definitely check out those 18 episodes. You're definitely going to be nice and relaxed with the teas that are picked, and also the topics that we say along the way.
Couldn't have said it better myself.
I got 3 part of the last question to ask for you, Agent Gibb, and it is, how has life been for you since leaving and moving away?
It's been up and down. I mean, I do have moments where I've had some mental health days, but other than that, I think at the moment I'm good at the moment. I'm starting to settle into my new job. I'm exploring more of Canberra that I didn't notice the last few times that I did come there, and I've actually started doing some more cooking as well, so that's been going really well.
Oh my god, yum. What have you been cooking lately?
Okay, so there's this book called the Happy Hormone Cookbook. I've just been doing recipes off of that, and yeah, it's actually been really enjoyable.
Fascinating, interesting title name too. And is there a specific favourite thing that you've enjoyed cooking the most in that book?
There is one. It's called wok tossed prawns with spinach and brown rice.
Oh, nice.
I think that's mainly been my go-to.
Okay, well that's very interesting. Also on the top of anything else that you wanted to add?
That's pretty much it.
Oh, very cool. Now, since the last video, apart from work and mental health and the awesome cookbook that you've been cooking, has there been any other interests and stuff that you've been doing for yourself? Since the last loop around the track video? If that makes sense.
Not really. I've mostly just been living a quiet life in Canberra, pretty much.
Okay, oh, that's nice that you've been keeping to yourself and doing what interests you and stuff like that. Very nice. The final part to this last question, how do you think 2022's been for you, the year?
It's been one big change after another. You know, I think at the start of the year, I was delivering pizzas in an old Toyota Yaris, and then I started doing this neurodiversity program, which was the gateway to me getting the job that I have now. And then halfway through the year, I ended up moving from New South Wales to Canberra. So, yeah, it's been full of change, expected and unexpected.
Definitely some very big, ambitious changes that you've had there, haven't you? Like from moving, that must have been quite daunting at first. But then to hear that you're progressing well in your job, it sounds like you're really quite settled nicely into where you are now.
Yeah, I mean, I'm still amazed at how quickly I went from delivering food in a car to, helping build websites and make it more accessible for people with disabilities. I mean, I honestly never thought I would actually be in the position that I am now.
Right? I mean, you've definitely flipped and changed from one job opportunity to another, and now it's yeah. I mean, hasn't this year just been an absolutely of a roller coaster? In particular, with you moving, and now just in a job that you're able to earn good money and able to really enjoy yourself for the time being, right?
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah. Oh, what's so good to hear those little updates and that you've been having a good 2022. To send this off for you, AGib95, what do you hope for 2023?
Hopefully in 2023, I'll start to become more confident in the job that I'm doing, try out different avenues in that particular job. And I'm also wanting to get back into old hobbies that I've sort of left on the wayside since moving. Yeah, I just want to enjoy the time I have in Canberra while I have it.
Fantastic. Well, Agent Gib 95, it's been truly amazing to catch up with you. Look back at some YouTube videos that we did together throughout 2022, and sayonara to our lovely radio stations over tea podcast. Thank you so much for coming on, and I seriously hope that you have a good Merry Christmas, a Happy New Year, and I hope the rest of your future will be absolutely fantastic. If we don't, or if we might see you again, well, time will tell, right?
Indeed, and likewise.
What do I hope for 2023? As you can see in the backdrop, this whole video, it has been a mountain theme. And the reason for that is that there's a story behind it. Basically, it's starting to when you climb up to the top of the mountain, grabbing the new year and then sloping back down to start it off. And I think that's a best representation of what I would like to hope for the next year. Also, I would like to add in this part that I wanted to go a little bit more Christmassy with the theme of this video, because I felt like the other two times I did an end of year video was containing fireworks, so it's really nice that I'm able to show a nice mountain, and to top it off, all this cute little Christmas decor that I've got here. If I move the drink out of the way, we've got a nice little light up Christmas. I think I have used this light box in I think last year's end of year look back video, and as well we've got a beautiful little house and a little nutcracker soldier. So definitely like the teaming with the theme right there. And this drink throughout the whole of this video has been absolutely nice to die for, literally. Very nice. I feel like there's good things that are going to be coming. I would like to hope that I'll be able to really show goodness in myself. I would like to see me continue to keep progressing with my weight goals, and to also to keep just getting better and better in myself and showing the good times for the channel myself. I do have some really good upcoming projects that I have in mind that I would like to share with you all for 2023, as well as just becoming a better me, and I'm looking forward to seeing what's going to happen. All I can hope and pray that goodness and betterness is where it's going to be, and that's why I always say life's unexpected. You never know what's going to happen. You take moments how they are, and you just enjoy the moment as it is. Well, it has been a really fantastic, great time catching up with you all, looking back at the year, looking at some of the good and fantastic times. I am Grade A94, and I can't thank you enough so much for watching me throughout the year. It's been a wonderful mixed 2022, and I'm looking forward to seeing where the next year's going to come to all of us and myself. So I hope you all enjoyed watching Give it a like, let me know in the comments below what you thought of it, what your highlights from my channel was that you enjoyed the most, what you didn't. Any bit of feedback is fantastic, and I will see you all in the new year. Take care, guys. Bye.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Yay! Happy New Year, everyone. Hope you have a wonderful Christmas in 2023. Best wishes from Granda 94.
Shuffle those topics. And if you feel like you're ready to do the next step, by golly, go for your life for it. Every collaboration has been absolutely a fun journey experience. Hope you enjoy the Granda 94 channel. Also just been trying to get my mental health in order as well, because I've been struggling for quite a bit with that for some time.
But I've already introduced you. Yellow flowery.
All these 20 topics in. As the expression goes, money can't buy you happiness. You just want to be there and enjoy the moment, take it all in. In particular, Queensland and New South Wales experienced really bad flooding. I went to go to Melbourne for a bit, and I went to Canberra, which was very fun, mind you. I've been also starting to do this thing, which in Australia is called Return and Earn. But I've been collecting bottles, and currently at 234, the last I checked. But actually this year will be our 20th years of friendship together.
Take care, thanks for watching.
Take care, everyone.
Until next time, life is an unexpected venture. Take care, everybody.
Take care.
Life is unexpected journey, and I will see you on another one of my videos. Life's a really an unexpected journey.
You never know where it's going to truly get. I will see you guys very soon.
You don't know where it's going to go. Take care, everyone. Bye. Till next time, life's an unexpected journey. I will see you all again in another one of my videos. Bye, guys.